The price just leaked on this new 2026 Prelude, and people are saying it's going to be more than a Honda Civic Type R. Welcome back, JDM fam. As you can see, this article says leaked 2026 Honda Prelude pricing could top the Civic Type R. Basically, it says the Prelude's leaked MSRP places it above the Civic Type R and dangerously close to rear-wheel drive sports cars with far more power. Now we're going to see the price of this new Prelude, 2026 Prelude. At least this is what people are saying the price is going to be, at least in Japan. I didn't realize this, but it actually says that it is more than the Civic Type R in Japan, but it says that the Civic Type R in Japan is like $33,000. I didn't realize that it was such a difference from the FL5 here in America and the FL5 there in Japan. So we're going to read this article, so make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, guys. Make sure to look out for more videos on this channel about Prelude and obviously Honda as well. Now let's just jump right in. Alright, so skipping through a little bit of this, I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of the details. It says Honda will officially debut the new Prelude on September 4th, and orders in Japan will open the next day. The first production run will be limited to just 2,000 units. Apparently, there's going to be a special edition, I guess, of this Prelude. We're going to read more about this right now, though. Okay, so it says more expensive than the Civic Type R, at least in Japan. It says right here, the leaked Japanese MSRP puts the 2026 Prelude at 6,179,800 yen, or roughly $41,000. Now, I believe the Civic Type R in America is like $43,000. So hopefully, if it does come out at $41,000, hopefully it doesn't come out in America at like $45,000. That would just be the death of this car right off the bat, I'm assuming. That's significantly more than the Civic Type R, which starts at 4,997,300 yen in Japan. So I looked up the conversion rate of that yen for the Civic Type R in Japan, and it says it's $33,964. So that is way cheaper than in America, but still, that's actually a pretty good deal, and obviously way cheaper than in America, which they do have to ship it over here and everything. The Prelude is starting at $41,000 in Japan. That is actually a huge difference, and if we don't get a Type R variant of this Prelude, I feel like this is not going to do too well. And especially because of what this article says later on. Because in this article, they actually compare this new Prelude price to a bunch of other sports cars, and it's not good. So it says it also puts this car uncomfortably close to the price of more performance-focused cars. So it says a limited run edition will also be offered at launch for 6,540,000 yen, about $43,400, with unique details like a black roof and bundled extras. However, buyers must pay in full, are limited to one unit, and cannot resell it after purchase. For a Honda Coupe, that's unusually exclusive. That's actually pretty crazy. And how are they going to make sure that this car is not sold after they sell it to these people? That's also pretty crazy that it is limited to one unit per person. So it's going to be a very, very exclusive car. So we already know some of these details. It says the Prelude shares its platform with the Civic, but Honda is treating it more than a badge re-engineering. It says under the hood is a 2.0 liter hybrid system with 2 electric motors paired with a CVT. Brakes and suspension are adopted from the Civic Type R, and the Prelude gets heated seats, a digital dash and Bose sound system, adaptive dampers, and 19-inch wheels come standard, along with Google-based infotainment. And it seems like less of a reskinned Civic Coupe and more like a grown-up Type R that can cruise without needing a chiropractor. I don't need a chiropractor to ride in my FK8 Civic Type R. I don't know how it is in the FL5 though. Basically, it says 6,179,800 yen is 41,000 price tag, which feels especially steep when compared to what else the market offers. The Nissan Z starts at 5,497,800 yen, which is $36,500 in Japan, while the BMW Z4 starts at 33,200 yen. So this 2026 Prelude will be starting at 41,000 in Japan. The Nissan Z starts at 36,500 and the BMW Z4 starts at 33,200. So that is a significant difference compared to some sports cars, which obviously are going to be much faster. I think this new Prelude is only going to be like 200 horsepower, which obviously it is a small coupe, but the SI starts, I think, at 205 horsepower. The Prelude, by contrast, is front-wheel drive only and CVT exclusive. If built in Japan, export fees could bump up the US price even higher. Initially, we thought it would go head-to-head with cheaper, enthusiast-approved options like the 86, the GR86, and the Mazda MX-5 Miata. But if not, it's hard to see how this version of the Prelude will connect with younger buyers. It seems to target. Everyone thought that this new Prelude was going to go against the GR86. For the most part, I assumed it would go against the GR86. It sounds like it's basically about the same size as the 86. I think the 86 is what, like 240 horses? This is going to be 200. I mean, that's pretty close. But if this new Prelude does start at 41,000, I really hope it doesn't start at $45,000, $46,000, $48,000 in the US. That would definitely be sad. Now, obviously, this is an article. We don't know exactly how much it will be in the US or even in Japan. This is just supposedly a leaked price in Japan, but this car is going to be released in September, which is very exciting. That is right around the corner, and we're going to see how much this car is when it is sold to the public. So let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that's a steep price? Obviously, I think it is, especially for a car that isn't a Type R or a very powerful car. This is going to be a sporty car. It's going to be a coupe, and hopefully we get a Type R variant. If you guys check out my last video about the 2026 Prelude, there's actually rumors about a Type S and Type R variant, which is super exciting. This is what I've been talking about for a while, and definitely really excited to see a Type R variant Prelude coming to the market. But for now, guys, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, and some of it is actually coming from inside Honda. So it's really exciting. This is a very exciting time, and we have a lot of really cool cars on the market. Hopefully this can stand up against them and actually do better. If we get a Type R variant, I think it will. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.